The Honourable Nandini Sangma.
Thank you, Mr. President. Before I begin, I have a question for the House. How many of you have heard of Meghalaya? Don't worry if you haven't. It's a small state tucked away in the northeast region of India, where I'm from. It's known for its breathtaking hills, its living root bridges, known for being the wettest place on earth with cherry blossoms, and for music lovers, it's proudly known as the rock capital of India. But there's one more thing that makes Meghalaya different. It's matrilineal. Now, before some of you start thinking, oh, so the women run everything? No, that's probably the biggest misconception about my home. A matrilineal society simply means that family lineage is traced through the mother, family property is traditionally inherited by the youngest daughter, and women hold a central place within the family structure. It doesn't mean women are above men, and it doesn't mean men have fewer rights. It simply means our society grew from a different understanding of family and community. Growing up there, however, made me realize something. Whenever I tell people where I'm from, they're fascinated that Meghalaya is matrilineal. But almost nobody asks the question that matters far more. Why in 2026 is equality still something millions of women still have to fight for? We live in an age where AI can write essays, diagnose diseases, and can imitate human voices. Technology is evolving faster than ever before. But has humanity evolved with it? Because while we are teaching machines to think, millions of girls are still fighting for the simple right to get the education. In Afghanistan, millions of girls still remain excluded from secondary schools, universities, simply because they are girls. In Sudan, where conflict has displaced over 14 million people, the United Nations has repeatedly warned that sexual violence is being used as a weapon of war against women and girls, especially female children. In Gaza, women and children have borne the overwhelming burden of the humanitarian crisis, with tens of thousands or even millions killed or injured, and countless more displaced from their homes. And this isn't only about war. According to United Nations, one woman or a girl is intentionally killed by a partner or family member every 10 minutes. Think about that. And by the time I finish this speech, another woman somewhere in the world will have lost her life. Not because of what she did, but because simply she was a woman. And that's the contradiction I can't ignore. The future is arriving at full speed, but equality is still trying to catch up. Now let me be clear, I'm not standing here to tell you that my state, Meghalaya, is perfect. It isn't. We have our own challenges. Matrilineal does not automatically mean equal. Like every society, we still have inequalities that we must confront honestly. But growing up there taught me one lesson.
The member's time has expired. Is she seeking leave for a further extension of 1 minute?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Is leave granted? Leave is granted.
But growing up there taught me one lesson that I believe the world desperately needs. A society should never be judged by who holds more power. It should be judged by whether every person has the opportunity to succeed. Equality isn't about women winning, neither is it about men losing. It's about making sure nobody begins life believing that their dreams matter less because of who they are. And when I look at the world today, I'm reminded that something many of us take for granted. The freedom to learn, to speak, to dream, and to choose our own future is still something millions of women and children and men are still fighting for every single day. That doesn't make me feel proud of where I come from. It makes me feel grateful. And with that gratitude comes responsibility. The responsibility to speak when others cannot. The responsibility to challenge the inequality wherever we see it. And the responsibility to leave the next generation with a world that is fairer than the one we inherited. So perhaps the real conversation isn't whether a society is patriarchal or matrilineal. The real question is much simpler. Can every child, regardless of where they are born or who they are, grow up believing that their future belongs to them? I hope that one day the answer is yes, because in the end, progress should never be measured only by how intelligent our technology becomes. It should be measured by how human we choose to remain. Thank you. Thank you, President.
Thank you very much.